Hey guys, welcome to Woodzman Dual Sport Adventure and Survival. Check out my mushrooms. I have no idea, I haven't looked them up to see if they're edible. I eat morels, but not them. I don't know nothing about them, so they're growing all over the place around here. Anyway, it's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about new Hennessy Hammock. This is the Hennessy Jungle Expedition Asym Zip. I have the Safari Asym Zip for myself, and this is going to be for my wife. Thanks to the great folks at Hennessy for sending this over for me to check it out. So I'm going to do a setup video and show you how to set this thing up. I also got the XL snake skins. These things are worth their weight in gold if you're a hammock camper. Really awesome. I also got the bubble pad. I'll show you how this works. This is also a great thing to have, especially in the cooler weather. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing set up and I'll show you how it works. Hey, first off, I want to lay a strap by each tree. One awesome thing about hammock camping is, instead of a tent, is it doesn't matter if the ground's unlevel. You're going to hang it from tree to tree, so you can just level your hammock right up. It doesn't matter if it's an extreme difference. You know, you hang your hammock how you want it. Take the hammock out of the bag. Right here we have the rain fly. I'll show you that here in a little bit. Right here we have the hammock. Take this out. Okay. Spread this thing out. Send some super good cords with these things. With this thing to hold it up. I want to spread it out where my front side is going to be out this way on this one. So I'll just lay it out here for now. Like so. I'll bring the camera over here so you can see me put it on the tree. Okay. First thing you want to do will be to get your snake skins out. And you'll notice on the snake skins here, they have a big end and a small end. And what you want to do is feed it from the big end first. Feed your cord through the big end first. And what I do is, once this is done, I won't be taking these snake skins off. They'll stay on here from now on. This whole unit stays together, and it's so simple, you'll see. One thing cool about Hennessy hammocks is they come with everything. You know, this thing's ready to go when you buy it. You don't have to buy every single little piece extra. You buy the hammock and you got it. Okay, now we'll take our strap, go around the tree about head high. Choose what I do. You can adjust it if you like it higher or lower, depending on your preferences. Okay, then what I do is keep the strap flat. Go straight up through the bottom one with the cord. Go down through the next one. Keeps it when you pull on it, the strap stays straight. And folks, this is one thing I want to stress, and I believe Hennessy Hammock likes stressing it too, is always use the straps. Don't tie the rope around the tree. Don't even buy a hammock. If they can't send straps with the thing to protect the trees that you're putting them on, they don't need to be making a hammock, in my opinion. And these things come with these straps to protect the tree. That way you'd be surprised how much damage these ropes will do on a tree. So I pull this thing up here, leave myself a little bit of room here, and then what I'm going to do is wrap this thing over the rope. Let me zoom up here a little bit after I get one on there to hold it. Okay, I go over this cord like that. You can do it one time or two times, like I say. And then go down through the middle. And I just keep repeating this process till I've used up pretty much all of my cord. Leave myself enough to tie a knot. This knot here, you don't have to worry about when you got this thing tied and done right. It's not gonna slip out on you. 1 and 2. Down through the V. We'll go ahead and tie it off there for now. You can put 1/2 hitch or you can put 2 in there. Whatever you want to do. Either one will work. It's not going to slip out on you. Then we'll go back to the other end down here. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on this end. About head high. And as I said, my straps are barely long enough, but they will work. I definitely need to get some bigger straps for the trees I have around here. And most places you can find smaller trees than this, but this is just up here on my hill. The biggest part of the trees that are right are just big old trees. Now what I want to do on this is make sure I've pulled this tight across here. I want a ridge line. I like it tight, as about tight as I can get it. I like it really tight. Get all the slack out of it. Then I'll do the same thing I did on the other side. Go over. Right down through the middle. Hold that tight with your fingers so you don't slip. Do the same thing. Do the same thing till you run out of string. And leave yourself just enough to tie it. Like that, I'll tie a hitch in that. Okay, the next thing I want to do is take out my rain fly and go ahead and get it on there. Okay, the way this thing goes is, you can see there's a line right down the middle, like a seam. That's going to be our ridge line. Right down through there. So we will clip this on here. There's a nice little snap made for it. So then the other end, do the same thing. Right down our ridge line. And the way this thing lays is, it lays the same way as your hammock. You want this side, the short side here, long side here, just like your hammock. You got the short side here, and you got the long side here. And your zipper, I always know it by the Hennessy Hammock logo will be right here in the front side, where you're gonna, this is where you're gonna get into the hammock. So once you got that lined up, okay, what we have here is, this is called a Prusik knot. And you can see how this is made. Actually see how it's tied here, in case you want to make one. Really nice. And what this does is, if you take this thing like this, you can slide it up and down, okay? But if you take it like this, scoot it up here where you want it, it won't slide. It locks onto itself, and there it is. So really nice. And what we want to do on both ends, we will take this ring and snap it into this here. And then once we got that snapped in there, we can take the slack out of the rain fly. We can pull it tight right here, and the Prusik knot will keep it from slipping. Works really good. These strings here that come with it is in case you don't want to hook it here. You can actually take this rain fly. Some people tie it around the tree. I don't recommend tying them around the tree, but some people will tie this thing up first. The good thing about these strings are, your weight's not on these strings, it's just holding up the rain fly. But you can tie up the rain fly separate. But the way I do it here is really nice, and I'll show you here in just a little bit how it works. Okay, now all we gotta do is stretch out our rain fly and tie it down. Okay, just like that. I've took the rain fly, tied it out, and And I'll show you what I do with the hammock strings here. I take these right here to hold this out. You can actually tie these to a stake on the ground or however you want. I take them and hook them right here in the same place that my rain fly is right there. Snap it on this O-ring, on this ring. Take your knot and tie the slack out of it so it fits just right, and it'll hold your hammock out right there. Gotta do the same thing on the other side now. Okay, now that I got the hammock up, got the rain fly up, I can take out this bubble pad, which is really nice, especially on the cold nights. This thing here, it's made out of this foil backed bubble, and man, it works like a champ. The way it is done here, as you can see, I'm on the back side of this hammock because my foot end is going to be up here, my head end will be back here. And the way this is made, so just like this, has a little snap right here that will hook on this end, and there's also one right here that'll hook on the foot end to hold this thing in place. And what we're going to do is slide it between the two layers of this hammock, and I'll show you how we do that. Roll this thing up, roll it up. Okay, I'm hoping you can see this okay. What this hammock's got on this side of the hammock, this is the back side. At the head end, there's a big slot right here. And what we do is roll this thing up. I want it where the foot end is going to be down at the other end. Okay, I want this thing rolled up. And remember, I got to have my snap, this snap here, on this end. And it's going to go in the big slot here. So we put it in just like this. Roll it out on the inside of the, between the two layers. Make sure it's folded out. And then what we got here is this snap. Right inside the inside here of the hammock, there is a ring, kind of like on the other parts of the hammock. We want to snap this on. And this is actually going to hold the bubble liner in place. The bubble pad. It's going to hold it right in place for us. Okay, let me go to the other end and I'll hook it. Okay, on this side, which is your opening side, the front side that has the label, right under here there's a smaller hole on this side, because you're not going to put the hammock in this side or the bubble, so you're not going to need as big a slot. Then you take your hook, same thing, right inside here. They've thought this thing out. Snap it on. Okay, now our bubble pad's in place. Our strings are tied. Everything is set up great. My wife is really going to enjoy this. I got mine. We're going to set it up. I have the Jungle Safari. Okay, now I want to show you how I put this thing up. First thing I want to do is take out the bubble pad. So I'll unsnap right here. Go over here to the back side. Unsnap it here. I go ahead and just roll it up while it's in there. Pull it out. Lay the bubble pad aside. I'll unhook my straps from my rain fly. Same thing on this side. Undo the straps from my rain fly. Just like that. Okay, then I'll take these, both these in, grab my strings, and I just hold my strings right here in the middle. That way they're out of the way. Then I take this thing like this, and then just roll it up. Now I'm rolling up the rain fly and the whole hammock all in one thing. Also, a good tip is be sure it's dry when you do this. You don't want to put one up wet and it's going to mold and mildew. So If it's not dry, you want to dry it out. Let it dry out before you do this. Okay. After we get it rolled up, we just grab our snake skin, pull the snake skin down over this. I mean, putting it up don't get no simpler. And the next time that you set it up, all this is put together. You put your strings up, you slide your snake skins back, you stretch out your rain fly, and you clip your hammocks onto your hammock onto your rain fly. And I mean, it's that simple to get back up and going. Do the same thing here. Pull the snake skin down here. These are the extra strings. Just shove them right there. When I open it up, they'll fall right out in my hand. And the way I do it is, just take one of these snake skins and just let it overlap the other one, and just pull it over a foot where it overlaps each other a foot. Then I'll just take my straps loose. Like that. Don't forget your tree strap. And just like that, I grab my bag that it came in. First thing, I always put the straps down in the bottom. That way I don't lose them. Okay, I just fold this thing up. I leave it about the length of the bag. That's what I want. It's easy enough. My wife will be able to set this up no problem and take it down. Taking down is extremely easy once you use these snake skins. Now this whole thing goes right in the bag. Just like that. Now you got your hammock, your rain fly, your straps, everything in the bag, ready to go. Next time you pull it out, tie them up. It's so simple. This is the Hennessy Hammock Jungle Expedition Zip. Super compact. Man, hauling on dual sport's gonna be great because I got two of these now, one for me, one for my wife. And we're going to actually do a week-long camp out in these things. I already done. If you look back at my videos, I have a 2-night, 2-day camp out that I've done by myself right here, tied between these two trees, and it was awesome. I slept in that thing. I slept so good, and I really, really enjoyed it. I know my wife, she loves hammocks, so she's going to enjoy it too. So that's it. Take the bubble pad, put it in the bag, and we're ready to go. I thank y'all for watching Woodzman Dual Sport Adventures. Please subscribe to my channel. Click the link below. I'll put the link to Hennessy Hammock down below. Click the thumbs up. Thank y'all for watching. Catch you in the next video.